Hello and welcome back to this wonderful little world we're working on. In between episodes, I added this nice, cute little river running through here. I think there's some stuff we can add to it later to make it even cooler, but first, in this episode, I need to tackle this. I don't have any water for these turtles, and they look absolutely parched. Right, buddy? I think we're going to start by tearing down these walls and set up more of a gradient across the walls in hopes that it kind of establishes the retaining wall look I think I'm trying to go for, as well as maybe get rid of the sand. I don't think the sand is working as good as I had hoped, and I think switching it up to something else might make it work better. But let's see what we can do in the meantime. Okay, we have dug out a giant hole here, and this is roughly the depth of how I want this to go. We're also going to take and do a nice, retaining wall here. I have a few different ideas that I want to test out, but the only way to figure out which one works is to see which one looks best. I have been hard at work testing some different walls and texturing, and this is kind of what I've come up with here. I really like the gradient kind of wrapping up, and getting the moss in there right about water level is perfect. And this is what it looks like with water in it. I've done some more texturing to the beach. The only issue I am finding is I think it's making it hard for the turtles to find the spot to lay eggs. But this is kind of what the finished product is hopefully going to look like. We've got just a little bit of texturing down here that we've done with the wood acting as sand. And then this, the wall looks really good, I think. I think if we get some more plant life down there, seagrass, stuff like that, maybe work with some glass to get some different type of seaweed down there, I think this is going to work really well for what we're going for. We are making some great progress here. This is not the easiest wall to make on this side. The other side was going significantly smoother, but that's all right. We are making great progress here. So what does this look like? Sleep quick. What does this look like? Oh, we missed a few spots. Yeah. That looks great. And might even do something like that. Yes, that helps. Yes, this is looking very nice on this side. We'll just have to keep chugging along here and see what we can accomplish. And just like that, we've finished this wall. I am so happy with how this looks. I think it's gonna be really nice once we get the water in here as well. I've been trying to decide how much further around here we want to wrap the beach. So if we wrap the beach around here further, that would give us more sand to play with for the turtles to actually lay eggs. I do need to decide what I'm gonna do here. I haven't decided if I'm gonna continue the retaining wall or add something different. Whether I keep like a stone look or a mud. I think it'll end up being the retaining wall. So, to be honest, going this deep over here was probably unnecessary because I want to keep it pretty shallow over here so I can play with some detailing inside the water for shallow water. I think keeping that shallow up to about here is probably a good idea. Before tackling that shallow water detail I was just talking about, I've decided I want to tear this down. This was my first build actually using Axiom, and I think it's really neat, but it's not fitting. It's not fitting into what I want to do and what I want this area to be. So I think we're going to tear this down to make space for what we actually want to put here at some point. Tearing this down does make me a little bit sad. I spent a lot of time working on this at the time, and there's kind of something to be said for builds that you've done and like didn't super fall in love with, and you've got two options when it comes to builds like that. You leave it be as part of history, or start over and try to build something new. And for what I want this area to actually be, this guy is just not fitting. We are going to leave that guy, because that is going to be our AFK spot. I was really bad about it when I first built this world, but I've decided I want to be better about it, and I don't want to AFK as much. I'm trying to make more builds that are interactive, that make it so if I'm farming a resource off of them, it's a little more active instead of passive. But I think I'm going to get cracking on this and let you guys get a little glimpse of me tearing this down. I am not sure who decided glass doesn't get to be affected by haste, but that is criminal on Mojang's part. Okay, now all we have left is the obsidian. Oh. And just like that, we've finished. It feels so weird seeing this thing without that sword. Just so different. What we're gonna do in the future here is gonna tie this together so much better than it currently is as well. So, we got that to look forward to. Now, would you look at this? We have finished putting in the little river here. It took me, I'm gonna have to go through and trim up some of those seaweed things, but the kelp. I'll have to go in there and trim up some of the kelp, but I also added some dry leaves below the trees. Oh, I missed a tree actually. Gotta do that one yet. I did this just to help liven up the area a little bit more. But yes, I've got this done. This took way longer than I thought it was gonna, but I love how it looks. The only thing to add now is some shallow water detail, which is super fun to do because it looks absolutely gorgeous. I've been breeding turtles as I remember to do it. I've got a lot of turtles back here right now. Haven't decided how far with the beach I want to go just yet. I cut it off here currently, but I'm kind of thinking I might even wrap it around to here maybe further over. I'm not sure yet. Yes, so we're going to play with some of these details in hopes to make it look just nice and kind of marshy. Because that's kind of the aesthetic we're going for anyways, right? So we have the beauty of being able to waterlog leaves around the edges here, which always looks nice. And then on top of that, we can do things like this. Got a little brown candle coming up, and we've got some reeds coming out of the water. But yeah, this is going to be a really good way to get more detail in and around the edges of the lake or the river, I guess, that we have going on here. But we'll get some of this done quick, and I give you a quick update on what that kind of looks like. Yes, we have finished this little build. I am so pleased with how it's turned out. This little marsh looks so nice. That is such a pretty, like, ambiance you get from walking through here. It's actually just so nice. But this is exactly what we're going for, and I'm super happy with this progress. It is absolutely awesome to walk through. We've done some great work with these cattails, using brown and white ones, just putting the handles on glass. Because I used these bright azalea leaves, I was able to use the moss and kind of get some grass growing up out of the water as well. Yeah, like I said, I'm super pleased with how this looks. I think we just need to expand it now to this side and taper it all the way around. Oh my Lanta, it has been a few days since I worked on this. I got a lot done while on this little break I took with the holiday, 4th of July, America's 250th, you know. I just needed a little time to myself, and I finally found some time to actually get on and get to play this, and I have made some great strides towards making this area look nice. I am so pleased with how we wrapped it around to this side. And actually, I think I might like this side more. The reeds coming out behind the weeds, all the little frog lights coming up out of the water there. Frog lights, lily pads. Geez, what am I talking about? The turtles do, their pathfinding does not like, as you can see right here, their pathfinding does not cater towards all this detail and stuff in the water. They get very lost very quickly. So, might need to find a way to actually restrict them to this side of the pond where we kind of taper the weeds off. And my goodness, just look at it. Look at it from this angle here. That is I love this. I love this so much. I now have a small predicament that I need to go through and fix throughout my world. I think we're kind of done with this area for a little while. I love how this has turned out. Eventually, we're going to put some more farms inside here. Hint, hint, we might be doing a sulfur farm inside of here once I update to the next update. But I have a quality of life feature I need to add, because if we take a peek inside my ender chest here, my rockets box is empty. Absolutely empty. And the next thing I want to tackle is putting rockets, little rocket factories, and food dispensers for that matter, dotted around my commonly traveled areas. So there will probably be one right here. There will be one on the side of the Nether hub. I'm certain, given enough time, we're going to litter quite a few of them around the current home area. Although, I don't know how much longer this is going to be the home area. We're going to be expanding our reach some more, probably in the next update. I know how I said in the video before this that I commonly like to update my armor with every update that passes, but this stretch between me updating my world and this new update was so quickly that I haven't even got to explore and live around in this armor set for a little while. So we might have to keep this armor set for a little while and just see how we like it. So I have drawn up a little example of what these little rocket factory is going to be like. Similar to how I have my stew factory right here, where you get bowls of saturation out of a crafter. I also want to set up something like this for the rockets and food. I want my world to spread out. As I kind of talked about and hinted at in the next video, we're going to be working on a mining area, which I want specifically to be for certain types of villagers, and each area to have its purpose. I want everything I do to have its purpose. I enjoyed this build so much because it was built with purpose, and it had its own, like, little area it's designated to. I want it to also have a story. I want it to be that it's coming from, it has a land that it's coming from, a village that it's traveling through. And the only way to do that is to expand my reach here and build out in some different directions.